What's up, YouTube? It's Todd Horst here with Taste Tracker, and today I'm going to go over how to roll a position in Robinhood. So it is quite a pain to roll a position, worse than it is opening, but that's kind of to be expected here on Robinhood. Of course, right now it's still loading, but let's go ahead and roll the Tesla position here. So I'm going to go into the position, view all options, and if I go to the expiration, which this was March 26th, and the put side, I can scroll up here and see, actually let's open up in a new tab so I know exactly what strikes. I think it was 785. Okay, so if I come here to 780, I can see that I sold one, that's what the -1 is, and I bought one here. So in order to roll, I first have to undo the previous position. So right now I'm on buy, so I'm going to click this, then click sell, and click this. And that's effectively closing my position right now for $385. I'm not sure what I collected on that originally, but that's not important for this conversation. So now let's say I'm going to roll out to the April monthly, so it's the third week, so that's April 16th here. And now I'm going to want to open up the original position, but out here. And this is where I've talked about this before. You don't have to roll to the exact same strikes or the same width. You can do whatever you want. Essentially, it's closing the old position and opening a new one. So the new one can be whatever you want. It's just most common that people open up the exact same strikes and just push it out further. Of course, if you're doing this, at this point you've already decided that it's a good idea, but I would say first you need to analyze that, watch some of my other videos to determine if you should even be rolling to begin with. Okay, so first we're going to sell the 785 like we had originally, and then we're going to buy the 780. And when you do that, it shows up as put credit spread, so it should understand that you're undoing your old one up here with these two strikes and redoing it. And again, you can double check your work. 785 is a buy, 785 is the sell. And with this being a put spread, we want the higher leg 785 versus 780 to be sold. And so then here we have 780 sell, 780 buy. They're all puts. And so right now it's, it depends on the ticker. Tesla, Amazon's, those types of stocks are going to jump around a lot. But other tickers don't jump around so much. So I'm just going to hit continue. Now I'll do one because I only had one contract. And at this point, you can decide, how urgent is it that you get this filled. First of all, let's go ahead and put good till cancel. The working orders for a roll are going to take substantially longer than what just opening up would normally, because you have to think about this. You have to close out the first order and open up the new order. So that's 4 strikes you're dealing with instead of 2. And depending on how far out of the money, they may not be there may not be a lot of open interest either on the current expiration that you're working with or the new expiration. So there's just a lot of variables here. So because we originally collected a credit for this one, ideally to roll we would collect another credit. That would be a win-win. Basically, we get more time and more money. However, if we had to do a small debit, something under $5, $10, maybe even $15 might make sense. That also depends on how much money you collected originally. I'm aiming for 160 on any given position. So if I originally collected 250, then maybe closing out or rolling for $20 isn't a bad idea, because I'm still getting 230 on that one, which is well above my 160. So let's go ahead and put in $1, and it should ask me if it wants to be a debit or a credit. Let's try this again. Probably gonna. Oh. Yes, good point. Okay. So I have the pending order, so I'm going to have to redo this. Let's go down to this one here and hit cancel. Okay, now I should be able to go back to the Tesla options. And unfortunately, I have to do that all again. So this was 26 puts. Buy, sell, move out to April. 785. Sell, buy. There we go. Okay. Let's try this again. Now, okay, should be asking if we want to do this for a debit or credit. Because there's time yet on this expiration, I'm going to do this as a credit. But again, obviously you could choose to buy it back, and that would obviously make it go quicker. Because right now it's something like $30 or something like that to close, to roll. This $1 credit is not going to fill right away. But anyway, that's it. Now if we go back to Tesla, I can see, there we go. Here's the rolling order for $1 of credit. And you know, this is again where it kind of stinks on Tastyworks. It would show you what the current value is of that to roll. But I don't know that anywhere that it shows that on Robinhood. So, yeah, yep. I'm gonna leave it there because again, I'm not sure that shows it anywhere. So that's just kind of the nature of Robinhood. Yeah. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.